Yeah, but thank you so much.
If you don't know, now you know. Welcome back to Hashtag J Podcast. And yes, it's your podcast with all your BL drama recap, react content, a few BL manhwas, animes, a bit of gossip and gossip about your real BL actors, and a few couples, giving our unapologetic opinion while spreading a little light. Now, tonight's quick video, I just wanted to hop on. Sis is preparing for tomorrow's Manhwa Monday, but this type of fan meet of questions and just how things are basically being expressed by the fans due to a few changes within per se the partner, the shipmanship that is happening, or how these guys are navigating their personal life. It's just the reaction from the fan base has been a real eye opener and to a level very shocking. It's a little bit scary. I'm not gonna hold you. A few things that I have came across and have read and just basically trying to put it together, and we're definitely gonna talk about it. So recently, Net had an interview. I don't know how recent this interview was, but Net did an interview, and the person who was asking the questions, which I'm assuming is a fan. I guess they must have let the fans individually, or depending on what type of fan meetup they purchased, they got to have a level of personal time to ask him a few questions that may have been prying their minds. But of course, these young ladies, maybe a few gentlemen, are me and Net, and they're fans of his work. So they have a few questions for him, and it's something particular about this video that just, I'm not gonna lie, kind of disturbed me because it's like, wow. But we're gonna break it down and we're gonna get some clarification. Hopefully I get some understanding because I want the understanding. But we're gonna dissect and get into this fan meet up with Nat. So let's hop on into it.
I want to say something really bad.
It's okay.
Okay, actually, every time you mention your new partner, I feel very uncomfortable and maybe I'm shaking all over.
Yeah.
You know? So I think it's too quick.
Yeah.
I need more time.
Yeah, I know that, but actually, if I say like, in fact, is for me, it's like almost 1 year, and I know you are like it's quite quickly, right? But the project have continued that, and I know that, and I know everything. I'm sad as well. But
I know.
Yeah.
It's just 2 months. I can't accept that.
Yeah, I know that. I know everything. I know everything, but yeah. But thank you so much.
Now, let's just say that his expression at the end was a little, to me, I felt a little bad. It looked like he was a bit uncomfortable, but he handled it very well. I think his response to her was the best response he could give. And the fact that she stated it's been 2 months and he states that it's been a year, it lets you know that him and James were in the process with their production team for them to go their separate ways as far as doing projects with them as being a shipped couple. Now, I've seen a few comments underneath the video where people did give a bit more clarification. I try to keep it with everything, guys. So I like to read the comments just to get more in-depth, more context into what the situation is and what's going on. And I see a lot of comments of people who are very happy on how he handled the situation. And a lot of people wasn't feeling how the fan asked and basically stated her discernment on the separation regarding him and James. The real question I really wanted to know, I just had to hop in while I was editing this video, is when would have been the right time for him to bring out the new person that he's paired with? Listen, when it comes to corporations, they're not really particularly considering your feelings when they're releasing new projects. So it was a little bit disturbing for me, even just honestly, my opinion, to hear her really cry to him. And I understand that may sound insensitive, but the reason is we don't know what he's going through and what he's got going on, and the reason why their ship has docked, landed, and no longer sailing together. So it's just like we got to know who Grace is. I feel like Grace has truly left the building. We got to know who Grace is, but we're going to get back into this recording. My thing is watching BL dramas, especially Thai BL dramas, there's not a guarantee that the couples that are shipped are going to be in a shipped situation for every BL series they're in. And sometimes they don't even last that long. Sometimes they don't even last as long as him and James did, as far as like 2 series. Say, for instance, like Nanon and Om. They really didn't last that long. And who wants to go through this again? Remember when they were going through their separation? You can clearly see in videos, and I remember, like little fan videos of these two were so cringy to watch. Like you clearly saw, listen, there's a high chance that these two don't even like each other. And the thing is, you found out to a point, if I'm not mistaken, they were friends and they were really cool with each other at some point. And to think that over the course of time, just when you're not connecting, and maybe sometimes at them points they need to be separated from each other to save whatever friendship they may have at that moment, but keep pushing them together to do work, even though you know they're not simpatico, but you're pushing for them to do work together, knowing that they're not meshing and it's not coming off, and you're not conveying it to the fans and the public that these two are getting along. If the public can pick up the fact that they're not getting along and their chemistry is broken, it's best that they don't really do these fan meets and these events together. You see a lot of people when it came to these two that they really just wanted their events regarding their pairing to end rather quickly because it was just hard to look at when I was looking at the comments regarding these two during their separation. So I think that GMMTV, which I'm assuming is the same production regarding Net and James, probably learned a lesson from that situation and just was like, listen, for all fuck's sakes, let's let him do him and him do whatever he got to do. And we're just going to slowly phase y'all out, but not forcing y'all together. Now, a lot of people liked Bed Friends. I'm supposing it was good. I wasn't particularly a big fan of it. And I think after all of this, I might actually try to watch it and get to know it a little better. So I can't say I'm a strong fan of this ship. I'm very like graze the surface when it comes to them two. Honestly, it doesn't matter whether I'm into your ship or not. I respect them as actors and how they convey themselves outside of the series. And I particularly have to give it up to Net on how he handled the situation, because I was not feeling how she kind of made it about her and how she is shaking and how she is so disturbed of their decision. Listen and understand this clearly. We love BL drama series. We love our series. But when these two are not getting along, and outside of them two, if any other ship is not getting along, I personally, it's best that you just let them be and let them do separate projects with other people. Because when they're not flowing and they don't get along, it portrays through their work and through their families. And I know you guys don't want to spend your coins to watch two guys who look like they barely don't even want to be in the same room with each other, when you expect to come up in there and get a level of lovey-dovey and whatever they give you guys at the fan meets that you come there for, because everybody's intentions are totally different. But one thing that is consistent with everyone is the fact that these two are unified. And if the unity ain't working, you just got to let them go off and pair with someone else with who it works. And that's just what it is. You guys may love the idea of Net and James, but at the end of the day, it seemed like something may have happened. And hopefully their friendship is not basically damaged from what happened. It seemed like from the comments, it is from a production standpoint. But who knows? Because a lot of things do happen behind the scenes. And it seemed like this may be a sensitive subject for Net. And it's just like at these fan meets, give them grace. Just give them grace and respect them where they are. And as a fan, look forward to whoever they ship them with. I've seen a lot of BL fans who love reshipping already shipped people. So it's a possibility. It could be another person who may have liked him with James, but find him better with somebody else, and may get that reship that they have been, envisioning for Net. So I think it's a nice move, especially if the both of them are happy in that space. And that's what's more important, is that these guys are doing their job in a space where they're happy and they're not really stressed and around people they don't really get along with at the moment or just don't like. So Net, listen, do you. And to that fan, I am sorry that you are so distraught. But as a fan, you should look forward to whatever ship Net is going to be in the future. And if you really his fan, A1 day one, you will ride out with him and still support him in whatever work that he does. Okay? I just want to hop on real quick because this fandom, aka somewhat might be standom, it's been kind of crazy. And just hearing the question that she asked him was, to me, a little bit off-putting. And it's just like, girl, it's not about you. It's not about you. Even though you paid money, I think that you pay money to meet a fan, meet someone that you like. I mean, ask them questions that you feel that you could never get in a normal interview that you're sitting at home watching. I'm sure it's plenty other people that probably asked him that question, because to a point how he responded was a little generic, but it's the best way to explain it. It sounds like it's a situation that he's not ready to talk about, and it may not be to a point his business to talk about that led to him and James, separated. So who knows? At the end of the day, he doesn't owe anybody any explanation. We just need to sit back and basically support him where he's at, and whatever person he's shipped with. Listen, we going to get into it. We going to see what it's about. And that's all that is. It's a lot of couples that are shipped, which I'm trying to figure out how that shipping even happened. But we suffered through it, and it's a lot of people who end up liking those couples in the long run. Okay, so everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I just wish this fan could have asked a different question, but that was the question she had on her mind, and that is the answer that she got. And I think his answer was amazing, and it is what it is. Guys, you already know, if you like, love, and enjoy our amazing reaction videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to know when we upload new video. Also, be you, be amazing, be great, and be safe in these crazy streets. Laters, beautiful people.
Sounds I'm breathing